Dude, Brad, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. I'm a little bit sad, man. Since we wrapped up the Die Hard franchise, I was really having a good time with those, man.
Yeah. Well,
But,
wait a minute. We're not done yet.
what are you talking about, dude? We did Die Hard, Die Harder, Live Free or Die Hard, and Die Hard with a Vengeance. Not in that
Yeah,
order. But we
but
did
you
them.
you forgot. There's another one.
No, dude. I got the box set right here. It's only got freaking Die Hard, Die Hard 2, and Die Hard 3, and Die Hard 4.
Well, man,
That's
thing
it.
you better get your refund because they just forgot to include one.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, come on, dude. Do you not remember the one Die Hard where our boy John McClane goes to Russia? Sings with a taxi driver, nuclear weapons, father-son relationships. You know that old chestnut.
That was a Die Hard movie?
Yeah.
I thought that was just another one of those freaking post 2010 Bruce Willis straight to DVD bullshit movies. That's a Die Hard movie?
Unfortunately, it is.
All right, well, I guess let's talk about it.
All right, let's just get it over with.
What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Real Hunting, where we hunt for the good reels so you don't have to. It's your boy Brad, got the Brett Man over there, and today we are reviewing / ranting on A Good Day to Die Hard, freaking 2013 Die Hard 5, whatever you want to freaking call it. We won't get into that.
It's not a good day, ladies and gentlemen.
It is not. It is not indeed. But if you are a fan of the Die Hard franchise, be sure to subscribe. We have a ranking coming up, and we'll also put a link up to the rest of our Die Hard reviews up here as well that we have just completed. Also, if you like action movies, we're starting Real Men and Real Movies on Jason Knight's channel starting on March the 3rd. What that is, weekly watch party commentaries for mostly action flicks, but we're going to jump into some other stuff too, but you don't want to miss that. So be sure to check out his channel as well. That's where we'll be. As far as this movie goes, Good Day to Die Hard, you are in luck. You cannot stream this thing for free anywhere. Even the stream services have disavowed this flick as a part of the franchise. But Brett, let's get into it. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about
We have to.
Yeah, dude, we got to get into it. We got to get into it.
Okay, let's just do this real quick.
We hunt the good reels, but sometimes we got to find us a bad reel as well. They get in the way sometimes.
Yeah, I guess so. We hunt for the bad reels, so you don't have to. So let's go ahead and get this over with so we can go with our next video of the Die Hard ranking. So, A Good Day to Die Hard came out in 2013, which is directed by John Moore, and it stars, once again, Bruce Willis returning as John McClane, along with his son of Jack McClane, who is played by Jai Courtney.
Right, you are. And this one is, as far as the plot goes, I couldn't really even freaking tell you what it's about. But I'm going to give you, I think what it is. This is my best guess. I'm going to give you my best guess. I think Bruce goes on vacation to Russia with his son. Nice little family trip. They go to Chernobyl. Want to take some pictures, right, of the stuff that transpired back in, way back when. They're like, okay, cool. They get radiation on them. They jump out of a freaking window and into a pool to wash it off. That's the best I got. At some point, a helicopter was there. It was on fire. I think that was just a part of. That's just a part of it. I don't think that was really involved with what they were doing. But that being said, let's get into this thing, Brett. What are your positives?
You ready for a good real hunting first on our reviews?
Absolutely.
I got 0 positives for this movie. Absolutely none. There's not one nice thing I can say about this movie. Like, I got some mixed aspects about it, but none of it just like to be put into the positive section. So I'm just going to give this one a pass.
Okay, I don't blame you there, man. I did a lot of digging to try to find positives in this thing, just for you guys, just so if you guys wanted to know if there's positives, I tried to find them for you. And what I could find, there's one scene, at the very beginning of the movie, there's a couple things I kind of like. It's a couple little redeeming qualities, and one of those is the introduction to John McClane here in this one, where he's at the range, he's shooting, he's doing a little target practice there, and you kind of get the exposition about his son over in Russia, and he got captured. and you kind of see a very glimpse of an emotional moment from John, where he starts losing it, and he just freaking starts shooting rounds down range at just rapidly, out of anger and passion. And I kind of like seeing an emotional side of John, but they did not do it very often. This was the only time in the movie. And again, even then, his performance, which we'll get into, was pretty stale. But I kind of like that aspect, and that's something I think we could have seen a little bit more of. There's also a little small thing at the beginning where the villain, freaking whatever his damn name is, Komarov or whatever, he's in jail and he's playing chess, and you see him kind of turn the chessboard around. He's playing and he turns it around, and that just kind of shows his duality later in the movie, where he flops sides, the twist coming up. But I just thought that was kind of a nice little creative thing that they did. But that's it, man. Those were freaking nitpicks for positives. So Brett, what about the mixed things you were talking about? You want to get into those?
Yeah, and there's only pretty much one big mix thing for me, and that's just John McClane. I know, shocking, right? That the star and one of the most iconic action heroes in the action genre history is on the mix aspect for me. He was just 50-50 for me. Like, as you were mentioning, like the opening scene, I like that scene. But it's just like what they did with that just to develop the movie just did not pay off for me. As you said before, he is stale. This to me is the worst John McClane we've seen yet, which I understand. Yeah, he's older, so he's not. But just the jokes didn't land as much, and just this is where I'm getting ready to go to negative territory. So I'm just going to stop right there.
Oh, we're about to go into that for sure. The one thing I have in the mixed category would be like the story. As far as the story, like not the actual plot, I don't know what happened with that, but the idea of bringing John's son into this and kind of developing their relationship and kind of putting them together. The idea in theory is kind of nice, because John in the past, he's worked well. He's had chemistry. Bruce has with other people, Justin Long and Samuel L. It'd be cool to kind of have a moment like that with him and his son. But God, dude, they just freaking botched it, man. I mean, Bruce, which we'll get into, sucks ass. 2, Jai is not interesting enough to carry this plot along either. So yeah, I mean, it just sucks, and we're gonna get into that. But yeah, I mean, I like the idea of kind of trying to start a new kind of side, relationship story with him and the son, but they just botched it. Let's just go ahead and get into the negatives. Yeah. That's what we're here for, right?
Yeah, that's what everybody came to see. So let me go with some of my negatives. The first one being way too many camera cuts in this. Mm-hmm. Like, it just kept on going like back and forth, like the chasing at the beginning with the cars, like camera shots like all over the place. Like, we were on the road, we were on another road, we were in the car, we were in another car. Like, damn it, just stay true to like 2 damn shots. Like, it was just like hurting my eyes at one point. It was getting so bad. And Jack, let's talk about our boy Jack McClane. I just did not like him. They tried making him look like a badass and all that. It's just like, I've seen it before. He's not bringing anything like new to the like badass spy character. And plus, just Jack is just such an asshole to his dad, which I know he was supposed to be, but he wasn't an asshole like where you are enjoying it, like being entertained by it. I was not entertained by it. It was just like really bad. And the nuclear storyline, definitely the weakest. And this will lead like into my last negative about just this whole movie. It's just way too over the top, because like for me, Die Hard is just like like showing a little bit of realism to it, especially like in the first Die Hard and maybe majority of Die Hard 3. Like, where you get like some realism, like to like, hey, this can, actually happen and all that. But no, in this one, like, just way too over the top. And what the hell is up with the slow-mo bullshit?
That's how you got to do it, man. That's how you got, when you're jumping off buildings, you can't do it fast. You'll die. You got to do it in slow motion so you can land nice and easily.
So bad. Like when Komarov went before he died and doing that whole slow-mo with him going like, no.
Oh my gosh.
God. Like, but it's just so bad. Like those are like the four things that piss me off the most. But like, there's like more stuff to it, to that. But oh, dude, this was just so frustrating to watch. Especially just it has to be mentioned to being part of the Die Hard franchise. Like that is just the most embarrassing thing I've seen.
Absolutely. This thing is an embarrassment to the franchise. It is a freaking it's a total disaster. It's
You
not
could even
good.
say it's the bastard child of the franchise.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it totally, man. This thing is it's okay. It's let's get into it. Okay. What the hell? What the hell were they doing with this thing? That's what I want to know. What I mean, I obviously it's a cash grab. It's nothing more than that. There's no heart in this thing at all. There's no effort that was put into this in the slightest from your performance from Bruce. Bruce was to me the worst part about this thing, just because it was so embarrassing seeing him walking around with weird ass looks on his face, doing nothing. Side character now. He's not entertaining anymore. No fresh lines of dialogue. He's just running around freaking Jackity Jack. And he's just the same stupid ass look on his face throughout the whole runtime. No emotion, again, aside from maybe that first opening scene a little bit. But once you get things rolling, I mean, what in the hell were they doing? This is embarrassing, okay? He's sleepwalking his way through this. He has absolutely zero chemistry with Jai Courtney, who also sucks. I don't know why. If you're going to bring somebody in to kind of carry out the Die Hard franchise, if you're going to reduce John McClane to a side character, you need to have somebody in here that's at least interesting to watch. Jai Courtney is not that. He never has been. They threw him in there. Of course, it's not going to work. No chemistry together. That first scene when they're in the van together after he scoops them up and they're talking about how much they hate each other and all that, it was the worst acting I've ever seen. This thing was like freaking from both parties, and they kept cutting back and forth on the dialogue. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. It was embarrassing to watch. It was atrocious. And then, I mean, not only was Bruce awful, but the character of John McClane, what the hell, dude? He's out there freaking running over people in his truck in the middle of Russia. Innocent people, he's running over their freaking, this dude's a cop. I mean, what the hell? He's out there.
And he punched that one dude to steal that car.
Yeah, he's out there stealing cars and he's running over people with said cars. It's ridiculous. It's not John at all. Yeah, he's wreaked havoc before, but he's never freaking destroyed innocent people before. How many people did he die by running over that freaking traffic jam? How many people did he kill? I mean,
dude, like he should have killed people, but all of them managed to be alive. Again, like that's not real. Like he easily killed like a good 10 people.
10, 12, 15, 20, 78. Who knows, dude? It's ridiculous. And then, okay, enough of John. He doesn't even deserve, like, this is dog shit. We'll get into the plot. What the hell, dude? We're going to Russia? To Russia? John McClane's going to Russia now? The last one, okay, sure. He saves the United States of America. Great, cool. Far departure from the first one, sure. But, whatever. It was a good time. At least we were entertained in that one. But Russia now? He's going to go freaking international affairs? What the hell is he doing in Russia? I don't care. I mean, okay. They're
probably looking for a white Russian.
Well, I needed about 7 or 8 of them to get through this damn thing. He's out there freaking in Russia. He's freaking espionage. He's calling Mr. Bond now. He's not John McClane. He's James Bond. What the hell, dude? And not to mention the freaking villains were absolute dog shit again, dude. For a franchise with iconic villains, you got Hans Gruber. You get freaking he might be the only iconic one, but the rest of them are great. You get Simon Gruber,
Thomas Gabriel,
and then even the dude from the second one, the naked
Colonial
guy.
Stewart.
He was the worst in the franchise up until this point, but he was still a better than average action villain. He was good. He was solid.
Right. And they're not annoying too when they chewed that damn carrot. Like I had to pause the movie because it was just aggravating the hell out of me as he was trying to talk.
This villain comes in here, he's freaking eating a carrot like damn Bugs Bunny, and he's sitting here freaking, hey, what's up, Doc? And then the whole time freaking John's is sitting there, you're like, hey, getting his ass beat, not saying anything. It's such a departure from Die Hard. And then you have the random ass plot twist with the villains halfway through the movie, which it changes villains entirely, and the carrot guy's dead. And I don't even care about spoiling this thing. If you haven't seen it by now, you don't want to, and you're not going to care about spoilers. So the carrot guy gets killed by the other guy they've been protecting the whole time, and whatever the hell that. I mean, dude, come on, and then now this guy that you've been pulling for, I guess, throughout the whole movie is the villain, and it's just it makes no sense, not needed. it's convoluted garbage, and it goes to freaking Chernobyl for whatever reason, and I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, the action, like you said, was garbage. Freaking cuts, CGI, weird ass zooms, all kinds of stuff. I mean, there was a couple action sequences that were passable for a movie that went straight to Blu-ray in the freaking half off bin at Dollar Tree. But this is a damn Die Hard movie, and they're freaking it's garbage. And of course, that's pretty much it. You get two main characters in this, Jai Courtney and Bruce. Neither one of them are interesting. They're both stale. Who knows what led them to cast Jai Courtney aside Bruce Willis? I don't know. But there's so many different. If you wanted to make a nice little relationship story with his brother or his son, you could have done something much smaller scale back in the States. They didn't have to make Jai Courtney freaking spy. I mean,
Russia? The spy aspects
You're gonna go to Russia?
Fine.
Yeah,
like the spy aspect was kind of fine, like versus him being like a typical cop like his dad was. But yeah, like why the fuck do we have to go to Russia for? Like, no disrespect to Russia, but like why? Like the story serves no purpose to go over there.
I get, okay, he's a New York cop. He's been to Los Angeles. He's been to Washington twice. But now he's going to Russia? I mean, you could go anywhere. Yeah, anywhere. Anything would have made more sense than going.
I already thought of a way to fix this. He should have gone down to Miami to Florida.
Yeah, Florida would have been nice. Dude, he could have went down there. He could be out. He could have went down there to retire. He's done with the cop life. He's down there with freaking his sons. He's like, oh, it comes of it. And they get into shit, into retired, as a retired cop. And that's kind of, that would be similar to the first one where he's an off-duty cop, okay? But now he's retired. He's not in the business anymore, and shit hits the fan in Florida where there's sons, there's cruise ships, whatever. And there's, that would have been fun. That would have been, but Russia?
Yeah.
I just can't anymore, dude. This thing's
no. And do you know another thing too that really made me mad about this movie? And I noticed this at the end of the credits that Mary Elizabeth Winstead was in this movie.
I figured this.
I don't even know where she was.
And this doesn't make sense either. I figured that I haven't seen the scene because I can't find it anywhere.
I can't find it anywhere.
But the copy of this movie that we watched is the extended cut of the movie, which for some reason the extended cut of the movie takes out probably the best part of the movie. In the theatrical release, she was there. Her and John had a scene together in a car. That's all I know. I don't know what happened, but in the extended version, the director's cut, they take it out. I don't know. But I'm sure she was probably the best part about this movie. And they're like, oh, we can't have any positives, so let's rip that out and let's just keep on with the bullshit.
Yeah, and do you know what? Again, back to our idea, like going to Florida, retiring, and all that. He retires with his family, so we will get Holly, we will get Jack, we will get Lucy, and then they all have like to work together as a family. To get out of some bullshit. Like, that sounds like that's not probably the best idea, but it's way better than this pile of shit we just watched.
Yeah, dude, and we didn't put any damn thought into it. And we took that. What's interesting, this is the first, at least to my knowledge, I think, this is the first Die Hard movie where the script was written to be a Die Hard movie. The first one's based off a book. The second one's based off a book. The third one's based on a script to another movie that was written. And the fourth one's also based on the book. This one, they made a script for a Die Hard movie and is the worst, most atrocious piece of dog shit that we've seen yet, dude.
So you're getting a little ahead of yourself right there.
I am, but I can't help myself. This thing is just...
So I think that's a nice segue to go ahead and go to our movie ratings before... So... Do I even have to ask?
No, you don't have to ask.
All right, so can I just speak for both of us?
Speak for both of us.
We are both giving this a 0.5, like that's as low for Letterboxd you can go. A 0.5 out of 5. So we are both putting this, and this will be our first for our movie review, that this is dog shit from a horse's ass. It has absolutely deserved that title. So screw you for including this in the Die Hard franchise.
Right, you are. It is, like I said, if this was in the freaking 50-cent bin at Dollar Tree, the half-off sale on Black Friday, and it was a straight-to-DVD freaking action flick, with or without Bruce Willis, okay, maybe I'll give it a 1.5, maybe a 2. But as a part of the Die Hard franchise, this is nothing, dude. This is an embarrassment to the franchise. Should have never been made. Should never be talked about again, and should just be freaking cease to exist.
Sounds like another movie we just watched recently on live.
Oh,
Oh man. So, man. Yeah, speaking of Dollar Tree, you know, if you are going to buy it, I actually heard that if you bought the DVD copy, it will make for a really good doorstop.
or freaking frisbees. You can use it for target practice, or you can freaking, you know,
Or if
like
you just want to recreate that scene where you get the sledgehammer and beat the shit out of the DVD, like all for it, man.
any of those, dude.
Yeah.
A coaster, anything, but do whatever you do. Do not put it in the damn DVD player,
Yeah,
Blu-ray
don't put it
player,
in your
whatever you have.
DVD, don't put it in your Xbox, don't stream it, don't buy it on Amazon Prime. Just don't. Just let it die hard.
Yeah, they're watching this. It was a freaking good day to Die Hard. I tell you, if you put this thing in your Xbox, it's gonna blow up, just like Brett did the other day.
And that's not a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
So because I'm not sure what will smoke more, the Xbox or like yourself.
yeah, I'm not either.
Okay, I think we tortured this movie long enough. So, what did you all think about A Good Day to Die Hard? Are you like us and you really hate this movie? Or are you one of the few that actually enjoyed this movie? Which you do, good for you, because as the saying goes, one person's trash is another person's treasure. Probably that treasure is not very valuable. But anyways, if you like it, I'm happy for you. Let us know in the comment section down below. Let's just get that discussion rolling.
Right, you are, and I am. Like I said, dude, this is a collection box set that I got before this movie came out, and I'm never upgrading it. So anyway, if you want to help us find the good reels, you can do so on Facebook, Instagram, Letterboxd, Twitter, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts for long episodes.
True, absolutely. And also be sure to like this video, share our video. Let's get we will appreciate you all getting our name out there. Subscribe to our channel because we are on that quest to 100 subs so we can hear our boys Matt Fauci and Filthy Dan rap for us. And of course, ring that bell, ding ding ding, so you know when the next video is up, which our next video is going to be our ranking of the Die Hard franchise. And somewhere around here will be a playlist so you can see our other Die Hard reviews, so you can hear our positive thoughts on those.
Right, you are. We will see you guys very soon.
Peace, guys.
Don't go to Russia. Not for vacation, anyway.
I'm going to need a
Not
drink
with Bruce
after.
Willis. Not with Bruce Willis. You can go there on vacation if you want to, but don't go there with Bruce Willis.
I'm going to need a drink after this.